In the quaint town of Eldridge Hollow, whispers of a dark curse lingered like a thick fog. For generations, the townsfolk spoke in hushed tones about the old manor at the edge of the woods, a place shunned by all, where shadows moved independently and strange voices echoed in the night. The story was woven into the fabric of the town. Those who dared to enter never returned the same. One stormy evening, a curious journalist named Sarah arrived, eager to uncover the truth behind the legend. Armed with only her camera and a flashlight, she ventured toward the manor, her heart racing with both excitement and fear. As she approached the decrepit structure, the air grew heavy, and an unsettling chill crept down her spine. Inside, the atmosphere was thick with dread. The walls were lined with portraits whose eyes seemed to follow her every move. As she explored the dimly lit hallways, faint whispers began to emerge, swirling around her like a dark mist. "Leave while you can," they beckoned, a chorus of mournful voices trapped in an endless loop of despair. Ignoring the warnings, Sarah pressed on, drawn to the source of the sound. She entered a vast room adorned with cobwebs. Desperation gripped Sarah as she backed away from the advancing shadows. The lost souls surrounded her, their hollow eyes filled with sorrow and rage. "Help us," one whispered, reaching out with a translucent hand. "We are trapped by the curse, and now you are too." The room pulsed with a sinister energy, the very walls seeming to close in as if hungry for her despair. "Please, let me go," Sarah pleaded, her voice trembling, but the shadows only closed in tighter, their whispers growing into a deafening cacophony of anguish. Each voice carried a fragment of their tragic pasts, lives stolen by the manor's dark grip. Suddenly, Sarah remembered the old journal she had read about the town's history. It mentioned a ritual that could break the curse, but it required a sacrifice. The thought made her blood run cold. Could she be the one to set them free, or would she only seal her own fate? With newfound resolve, Sarah searched the room for anything that could help. Her flashlight flickered ominously, illuminating an ornate mirror hanging on the wall. Its surface shimmered, revealing a reflection of the past, the manor as it once was, full of life and light. But in the mirror's depths, with her heart pounding, Sarah stood before the mirror, its surface shimmering like a portal into the unknown. The trapped souls seemed to coalesce around her, their whispers forming an urgent chorus. "Free us!" The weight of their anguish pressed down on her, igniting an instinctive need to act. "I will do it," she resolved, a surge of courage filling her. "But I need to know how." As if sensing her determination, the mirror rippled, revealing fleeting images of the ritual that could shatter the curse. A circle of salt, a single candle, and the words of an incantation long forgotten. "Gather the materials," the souls urged, their voices a haunting blend of hope and despair. With trembling hands, Sarah turned to search the room for anything that could aid her. She found a dusty box in the corner, filled with remnants of the past. Old candles, shattered glass, and the remnants of forgotten lives. She quickly arranged them into a circle, her heart racing with urgency. As she lit the candle, the flame flickered, casting eerie shadows across the room. Sarah closed her eyes, focusing on the incantation. She spoke the words she had seen in the mirror, her voice growing stronger. As the days turned into weeks, Eldridge Hollow flourished under the warm sun. The once decrepit manor became a beacon of hope, a reminder of the darkness that had been vanquished. The townsfolk began to share tales of the mysterious journalist who had freed them from the curse, but Sarah found herself drifting into the shadows, a reluctant hero burdened by the memories of the souls she had released. Though the town had regained its vibrancy, Sarah felt an inexplicable pull toward the manor, as if a part of her was still tied to the spirits within. Each night, she would stand at the edge of the woods, gazing at the silhouette of the house, its windows reflecting the starlight like a silent sentinel. It was a place of redemption, but also of sorrow, a reminder that while she had freed the trapped souls, she had also become entwined with their fate. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in shades of crimson, Sarah decided to return to the manor. The air was thick with nostalgia as she stepped onto the familiar path. As she crossed the threshold, a strange sense of calm enveloped her. The interior was unchanged, the dust undisturbed, yet it felt alive.